Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Incompetent Nerds. I'm your boy Tank. Got another special guest for you for the theme, for the month's theme of art. My good friend, good buddy, knew him since we were kids. It's my boy, Luck. How's it going, man?
Yo, it's going good, Tank. How's it going? What's up, everybody?
It's going pretty well. Glad to have you on the show.
And I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. We've
Yeah,
been talking about it, and it's nice to be here.
yeah, finally. We've been talking about it. I've been talking to you for a while. It's like, I gotta finally get this guy on here.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, what was it? Tell us about yourself, man. What do you do?
I do music. I actually rap. I have actually dropped two projects. In the very ending of last year. Actually, the beginning of the first two quarters, we dropped two projects: El Maestro Act One and Act Two. And we got some projects coming up in the making. I can't tell you too much right now, but we got some stuff going on. But I do music, man.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not looking for the end scoop. I'm not trying to get all your, all your secrets and stuff. Don't want to be buried in the West Side, so I'm good. But yeah, been wanting to interview you for a while since we knew each other as we were kids. Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, how do we know each other?
Man, shit. We grew up in the same neighborhood, man. Logan Square forever. Still live right across the street from each other. Like,
That's the
so
funny part.
that is hilarious. We grew up right across the street from each other, and we still stay right across the
Across the
street
street
from
from
each
each
other.
other. Oh man, yeah.
Years. It's been years with this man right across the street. Going to his house, sitting up there playing games, watching fights, all types of
Or
stuff in
even
that
us
place, man.
fighting.
Yep, yep.
Hey, what was
Hooping
it
in the
with us?
backyards on crates.
Oh my god, what was it with us with after us watching like WWF or fucking a boxing match? It was like, yo, you got gloves? Yeah, I got gloves. Let's put them on. Next you know,
It
all
was
of us in
just
the
like the
backyard.
thrill.
We're
Yes,
all in the
it was just
backyard
like
at
we're
10
too
o'clock
amped
at
up.
night, fucking throwing hands.
We're too amped up. Even when the Bears went to the Super Bowl that year, they lost, but we walked right outside in the snow like it's time to play.
Yep. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Dude, I
Yes,
think a
I'll
few
never
of us
forget
got
that.
I think a few of us got sick after that too.
Yeah, yeah, I'll never forget that, man. That was the best time of my life.
Oh man. No what, you're right. I do. And dude, that was late night.
Yeah, it was late after that game because that game went on for a while. By the time we get out, it's snow everywhere. Yeah, it's time to go in the bank lot right now.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I never, you know what? Yeah, it was at the bank, man. We fucked each other up too,
man, that bank is legendary, man. Like we've done a lot of shit in that bank parking lot.
dude. We played so much football there, man.
Yes.
I don't see nobody else do the shit we did. It was because it was what was it? It was LaSalle Bank, and nobody went to that bitch.
Yeah,
And
like
as soon
Bank
as it
of America
becomes,
now.
yeah,
Nobody know that. Like,
as soon as Bank of America came around and bought them out, it was like, oh fuck! Now there's traffic, there's people, there's a car. Oh
yo,
man, I remember how that was changing because as soon as it became Bank of America and we were playing back there, it was like car.
yep.
All right, come
Every
on.
time go through. All right, we do our thing again. Car. Like damn,
Yeah,
it was fun though, man. Those days still. I wish we can go back to those days still. You know,
yeah,
like those was good times. That's when everybody was still in the neighborhood.
oh yeah. I remember Andrew fucked me up that day. Now I remember that night. He fucked me up bad, bro. I twisted my ankle and everything.
Remember, we had Michael out there. We had both of the Joshes out there. It was so many people that night. We
Dude,
were so amped after watching that football game. It was a lot of people out there.
yeah, to come home all fucking shades of color, red, blue, whatever, because you were winded, you were freezing, you're fucking,
Yes,
you couldn't even make a fist because your hands were stuck, your toes.
froze every time you catch the ball. It feels like your hands are going to shatter. Like,
I swear to God. And just to go home and fucking get yelled at our parents, like, see, that's what you get.
you could be sick. You could be sick. You got don't get snow in my house. Like, covered in snow.
Yeah,
Like, come on, mom. Like,
no, my mom made me and my brother strip right in front of the fucking door when we got up.
oh, my mom did the same.
She's
She
like, you
was
ain't
not
come.
playing that.
When my mom opened the door, she looked at me and my brother. She goes, "You are not coming in my motherfucking house like that. Take your shit off." Me and my brother in our drawers talking about, "Can we come in now?" Hey, but
My
my
mom
mom,
did the same. She was not having that. At that door, you take that off. shake it before you break it in there. Like, mom, come on now.
And put that shit somewhere for it could dry up. My mom had our shit left up on the. I see that's the perks of living on like the third floor. You don't share shit with nobody, so you're able to throw your shit over. But my mom's both an angel and a devil. Like, she fucking yelled at us from here all the way to motherfucking Timbuktu, and then after dude, bro, and then after me and my brother like cleaned up and showered and we looked like shit, she literally made us some chicken soup, like chicken noodle soup, and we ate that and went straight to bed to wake up fucking like, see, that's what you get. You want to play in fucking snow, you get sick.
I loved your mom, man. I still love your mom's amazing, man. I'll never forget when I busted my eye. We was back there playing.
Oh god!
And we came in the house, me and Hyman, and your mom was like, "What happened? What happened?" Because my shit was swole, and it came from. I was guarding your brother, and he lifted his head up and just hit me clean in the eye. My shit swole up so fast. She was like, "Go to the bathroom. We got peroxide." I'm like, I'll be alright. That shit was that man. It's good times, man. Good times. Growing up has been nice. Definitely with you on the side, man.
Oh yeah, I would say like my mama was. I felt like my mother was the mother in the neighborhood. Everybody called her mom.
Yeah.
And I always looked at everybody else like.
To this day, I call her mom.
Yeah, I look at everybody else and be like, no, that's no. You call her by her last name. Stop. No, that's not your mama.
Say, that's not how we do this. I don't even know you. Like, how does that really work? Like,
oh man, the crazy shit that we used to do. Oh, now you just take me back down memory lane.
Man, sometimes you got to go back, man. It makes you feel good all the time, man.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. So Luck. Let's go with that name. Why Luck, and what is the meaning behind it? Like for you?
It's crazy. I got my name actually from a close friend back in the day. I used to go by a whole nother name when I first started trying to rap, and I was trying to go by Young Legend. That's what I was trying to go by, and I'm just like, nah, that's not it.
Yeah,
but I'm stick with it.
I can tell you, some people will probably like, let me test that out, Young Legend, my ass.
Yeah, it did not work the way that I wanted that to work. You know, like,
yeah,
I was like, all right, cool. So I mean, I stuck with it. I promise you, I stuck with it. But at that moment, I wasn't putting out any music. You know, I was just dabbling at that moment.
Yeah,
and I just kept coming across like lucky spurts. Like, it was just certain things that's happening. I was just like finding money, or I would come across on deals on things, or be able to do certain things just out of the blue. And I was always talking to her all the time, and she was like, "You know what? You really lucky. You like a lot of luck. I'm gonna call you Luck from here on out."
Yeah, and
she did. I liked it. I say, you know what? I'm running with it. That sounds way better than Young Legend. You understand me? I was like, yeah, we're taking it. So I kept it, and I've been going with it. Hell, people around the neighborhood know me as Luck. People, it's a lot of people that knows, like, that's what it is, and it stuck. It stuck. Like, even people call me that, and I'm like, all right. Outside, when I go to venues, even when I go outside, just being in the neighborhood, people like, yeah, that's Luck. I know him. That's Luck, or that's Lucky, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, so as I seen it stuck, I was like, yeah, let's keep that. That'll work.
Yeah. Major question. Why rap? What is it about the craft that makes you want to like pursue it?
I mean, I've always been around music. My mother's favorite rapper is Tupac. You understand me?
Yeah.
Like, she's had every Tupac album that he's made. She got a picture of Tupac on the wall. Like, as soon as you walk in my door, it's a picture of Tupac like Jesus. You understand me?
There's Jesus and then there's Tupac.
Right.
Don't say not one word to Mama, because she would just ring you by your neck.
She don't play that about Tupac. That's a boy. She cried when Tupac died. You understand me?
Yeah.
But she wasn't really a big rap thing. It was really my sister. You know what I'm saying? My sister Nicole, she
Oh, trust
I
me, I
couldn't
feel
sing.
the same way. You think I do this fucking podcast? I can sing. If I had a motherfucker, if I had some lungs on my ass, I would be out there like motherfucking whatever you call it. I can't even name a couple R&B guys. I'll be motherfucking Bruno Mars. My boy called me. I'm ethnically ambiguous. Motherfucker's been calling Bruno Mars that since recently. This is the only reason why he's so successful on black people music because he's ethnically ambiguous. You don't know what he
Oh
is.
my God, you don't. When I first heard Bruno Mars, I didn't know what he was. When I seen him, I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, he's Puerto
All
Rican.
right.
What is he? He's Puerto Rican, Hawaiian, and Jewish.
Yes. What the fuck? Like, your soul is from somebody else, though. That's what I. Like, this motherfucker can't even dance. Like, come on
Oh,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, see, I couldn't sing. My sister, she was in the music. She sang herself. You know.
I remember your sister. I remember hearing your sister sing many times.
Yeah, being outside and even in the house, like she sings, and I actually just started picking up because she started like wanting to like do like the little rap thing, and she was like singing and doing a little rap thing, and I was young. I had been like 10,
Yeah.
looking at her doing all this, and one day I just decided like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I want to sit down with you and try to like make music, and I was horrible. Okay, I was horrible.
Well, we all got a place
lot
to
of people
start.
won't tell you the truth. I was bad. You understand me? But I feel like my story is always the funniest because I've really never heard it. And the way that I came about it was I used to bite people's raps. You
Yeah.
know, like I would hear some shit that I'm like, no one is ever going to hear this, and I would take like a line or two and then listen to another song and take a line or two until I had something. Then it was like, this is the most fire burst effort.
You did the
I
exact shit they told us not to do in motherfucking school.
exactly.
Don't plagiarize. You're like, yeah, don't unless you get caught. You're not plagiarizing unless you get caught.
Like it's just bits and pieces. Like no. So I eventually I got tired of that,
Yeah,
like, and I was like, you know what, damn this, I'm not gonna keep doing this. This is whack. Like,
yeah,
what are you doing? Why do you keep? And eventually I just sat back and I just listened and watched like battle raps and shit like that. And I was like, yeah, this is what I really want to do. It was definitely, I think it was definitely like paved through with all the people that I was around. My sister, me living with her, and she loves music, listens to damn near everything. Um, Friends on the block, Rail, all of them, you know what I'm saying? They do
yeah.
music. So, you know what I'm saying? Growing up and having them around me and seeing that too, definitely was like, yeah, rap is where it's at.
Oh
I
yeah.
like that. If I could sing, though, I promise you, Tank, I would do it.
I'm right on there with you. I would have been Bruno Mars before Bruno was fucking Mars.
Oh, I'd have been Chris Brown if that's where we going. Before all the allegations. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
before all the allegations and all the extra bullshit that he did, like he can go ahead and beat around now and then go on beat. What was it? BET Awards that he did
Yeah.
a what's his name? He did that one dance game. He started crying to Michael. They
Hmm.
did that tribute to Michael. He started crying. He was like, bro, don't do that. You done whooped this woman's ass so badly, and now you're being tearful because Michael Jackson died, trying to show off your sensitive side. Stop.
All right, let's not go on that path because I can't say certain things on this
No,
podcast.
no, it was just something I was reading. I was like, yo, this is fucked up.
Yeah, sometimes I have a fucked up mind. We don't know what she said in that card. No, hey guys, I'm sorry.
No,
It's
trust me.
just jokes. It's
Hey,
just
hey,
jokes.
we both grew up in the same neighborhood. We both got some fucked up minds. We both seen some fucked up shit, heard some fucked up shit, and was kind of in some fucked up shit. So
Yeah.
let's get the party going. Let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next topic. What was your drive to? Well, you kind of killed that, but explain more on your ability, lies in. You were taking bits and pieces from different songs, throwing them into one, but what was it that's like, that made you like, you know what? Let me start writing. Like, what drove you to that? Like, what drove you to now, not copy, of course, when you were younger, but what was your drive for your writing? Like, what influences your writing?
Honestly, my big bro, he's really one of my mentors for this whole music thing now. Speed. Um, After I got out of that phase of that, like I had just got tired of it. I'm like, yeah, this is not it. Like this is not how you gonna get to where you need to be.
Exactly.
I just sat back and like I said, I watched battle raps. I really believe that they were spitting that on the spot.
Yeah.
Like, believe it or not, I just learned that they were writing that shit and going to battle raps like a year ago.
They're
I
rehearsing.
swear to God, I
They're
did not know. Like, that's an honest, foolish mistake on my part. But it helped me, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
in the end, like, I got to a point where I watched it so much that I was able to like articulate the shit that I wanted to say on the spot. So I would just freestyle
Yeah.
everything. I still to this day like my writing form is pretty much freestyle. I freestyle some shit if I like it. If it's fucked up, I'll take little parts and I fix them up, and then I'm like, all right, cool. But a lot of times I just keep my phone on the side and hit it on record and
Yeah.
record the shit. Speed tells me one day, I tell him the same thing I just told you. He says, if you've gotten to the point where you can freestyle and you're great at it, hit record every time you do it.
Yeah.
But what you need to do is get your writing game down the same way, and then it's nothing that they can really do with you. And it made sense, but I hated writing. I still to this day hate writing. I feel like it takes too long. Like
Yeah.
that's just me. Like I'll freestyle some shit really quick and be like, all right, let's take this and move it along, or I can sit on that shit for a couple days and then come back and fix it. But writing, I'm like, I'll sit there and write a song. It'll take me like 40 fucking minutes. And I'm like, this is crazy, but I can just freestyle in minutes and we're done. Like,
Yeah.
so, I mean, I got used to it now. I write sometimes. If it's something like really, really that I really need to get in depth, like when I'm really trying to tell something really deep, I might write the song. If I'm in a vibe and I just feel the beat and I spit it and it sounds fucking great and I can actually get it out, I do it that way. But I definitely say speed has been a big thing, man. A big thing with the writing. Like he was the only person that ever told me that, and it helped a lot.
Yeah. Cool. Uh, you were talking about freestyling, and it kind of threw me back in the days when. Remember when
Oh
freestyle, like the genre was a big thing,
yes,
like early '90s. I feel like your mama probably and your sister jammed to the fuck out of that.
yes.
Yeah, same here. But like what you just said kind of answers my next question. Like, do you feel your style is unique to you? And I feel like you answered it with your freestyling. Like, you don't like writing, but you're working on your writing, which is always a plus because now you'll get better at it. But with the freestyling portion, it's like, is it when do you do that when there's like no music, or you just like going a cappella in your head and you just start saying it out loud, like out of the blue, or is it like if you listen to a certain track, they're like, man, that track is I like the track, it's pretty dope, and you just start freestyling to the track?
It's kind of like both in a sense. Like sometimes I'll come up with some shit, and it could be just like walking down the street.
Yeah.
Like,
I was about to say,
it's
don't
the
tell me
stuff
you
I
that
think
brother on the
about.
train where it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. People just want to go to work, and all that they hear is just you being loud,
Oh, I
rapping.
do it. I do. I do it because I mean creativity happens everywhere. You know,
Exactly.
like I think that's one thing that I took when it came to this rapping stuff. Like you always have time to make something
Yeah.
because whether you're on a bus, it takes you time to get to wherever you got to go
Yeah.
before you're doing what you're doing. Like you can do something. You can make a verse or come up with a couple bars in that matter of time between you going there. Even walking to the store, it's you have time before you have to go and do anything. So it's like I do it everywhere.
Yeah.
I try to my best to try to keep the creativity flowing.
That's good. I like that. No, because there's times where I have a very huge imagination. I'm not much of a writer, but one about me is I can't rap for the fucking life of me. You could put a gun to my head right the fuck now and tell me spit a motherfucking bar. My first question to you is what's a bar and how long does it need to be?
Say,
You
I'm
might,
a knick-knack paddywhack you. That's what I'm gonna give you.
you will probably top me in the head. You probably just bang me in the side of the head with the pistol and be like, "I want you to spit me a bar." I'm just look at you dead in the eye and be like, "I hope my name's on that bullet, bro," because just do it.
This is the day. This is the day, Lord. I knew you were gonna test me. Like,
Take me home. Take me home. But
take the wheel, Jesus. Like,
oh Lord, take the wheel. Fucking Jesus comes by and just like, what? Oh fuck.
no, I don't need you. I don't need you. Like,
But no, for me, I'm more of a visual. Like I have a lot of in my head. I play a lot of scenarios out, which I try to translate into like stories.
yeah,
It's one of the things like when I started this podcast, it was to help myself get better, be more vocal. And my next goal is actually to tell stories, especially those that I just make up on the fly. Because there's times where it's like you, I'm walking to the store, I'm on the train, going to work, or even
yeah,
when I'm at work, or even I'm out whoever, but something caught my eye. Something made this thing like this should be a story,
yes,
and I feel like I should have been a fucking film director or some shit. Should have went to film school, but a lot
yeah,
of things always like it like changes that. So I get what you're saying because yeah, creativity is everywhere. It's just more about how do you how do you use that to create something? How you
yeah,
use that creativity to put it down on paper or on freaking audio or film and just like wow, I can't believe I thought about this and look at it.
yeah.
It might be the
That's
shit.
exactly how I feel about my work. I look at it like, wow. I even listen to I listen not to be like cocky.
Yeah.
Like every artist, I know for a fact it has to be true. Every artist listens to their music.
Oh, of
Like every
course.
artist listens to their own music. Like I played my own music for months after I dropped my projects. Like we'll be listening to songs, regular songs that's already on the air, and I'll be like, "Yep, insert my music." Like here we go. Like
But I feel like people who do that is not more of a cockiness or like self-centered. It's more of a like, okay, I did good. I could do better. Like this track, okay, I kind of fucked up there, but this dude next to me didn't notice it, or I need to get better at my craft. I feel like that's more of a learning. It's you know
yeah,
it.
yeah, it is. The progress is everything.
Oh yeah,
The growth is everything in this. You learn, and that's why I think it's great to still listen to your own music and see where you are and where you can go.
yeah. Like from what I heard, I think it's Johnny Depp. He doesn't watch his own movies.
Which is crazy because that man's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a
Like
great
for him not
actor.
to watch his own movies, that man's amazing.
I think
Like,
for him, it's like if he sees himself on film and in his movies, he could be like,
he don't want
"Fuck."
to critique himself.
Exactly. He wanted to be because who's the worst critic out there?
Yourself.
Exactly.
Yourself. I critique my music all the time. It's certain things that I hear and I'm like, nah, I don't like that, guys. They're like, no, that's good. I'm like, nah. But you know what comes to like you do have to realize that though you are your biggest critic, it is some people that do like it. Like my producer actually, Nassim Williams, by the way, shout out Nassim. Doing the first two projects, he pretty much produced everything
Yeah.
from pretty much like 90% of the project.
Yeah.
Um, he actually helped me through the growth with a lot of it. Like I used to constantly like we'd go to the studio and I would record a song really fast. Like I get in there, do it quick, and then I'm like, okay, I don't like this, and then we'll start tweaking it and doing stuff, and I'm like, I still don't like this. There's something wrong here, and he's like, no, I think it sounds good. I think it's just you're overthinking it
Yeah.
because it's your. And I'm like, shit,
It
I'm trying to
is.
be a perfectionist.
Yeah. No, I feel like no, like every artist is that way. Be it in filming, writing, or songwriting, whatever. It's once you do that first cut, you're just like, okay, I need to go back in. I need to do better, or I need to rewrite this because it doesn't flow well. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't go with the story. I feel like yeah, you're your worst critic, but there's times where you need people like that, like your producer, just to be like, relax, calm down. It sounds good to me. We just gotta tweak certain sounds or whatever, or maybe put it at the right spot, and it'll be better. And then when you finally take that breather and just sit back, and then clear out your head and think about it. Like, you know what, it does sound good. I'm being a little overreacted. There's times where there's times that you need to, because it's like, yeah, this shit's garbage. We need to do this again. And when there's other times you're overthinking it because maybe you done like fucking 20 takes already. You're already sick and tired of it.
Yeah. Where you just start to hear everything. Like, you're just like, you know what? Okay, I don't like how this sounds. I don't like this. I don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, for example, when I started this show, it was me and my homie, and he would do the edits, and we would switch off on the editing part. And there was times where I'll listen to the whole thing, and I'm like, oh my God, I sound like a total fucking idiot. I can't believe I said this. Or that happened. I can't clear this out. Dude, it came to the point where it's like, if there is no screw-ups, for example, if we were to like screw up in the conversation, I would say pause. Let's move. I would say pause, and then react, like answer the question or ask the question, and then continue on. And then I'll go back in there, cut it out. Now, if I sneeze, did something stupid or whatever, I just said, you know what, fuck it. I'm not gonna go back in there and listen to the whole thing just to find that one thing is gonna be in there. Fuck it. It's a blooper or a spoof, whatever the hell.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it, we were just gonna keep it there.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep it.
That's how you keep things natural, man. I like keeping things natural sometimes when it comes to, especially when it comes to interviews. Like, if it's interviews, blogs, or whatever, if you're really uptight and too into it, like, you don't have that natural feel. Like, you don't really have fun.
Oh, dude, trust me. When I was doing this, when I first started doing this, and me and my guy Incompetent Nerds was more of a news source for nerd entertainment. And then it started to evolve into something different. I wanted to be more of a discussion. And then when my co-host left, and then my new co-host joined, this is where it evolved. It became something different. As of right now, if it was still me and my old guy, still me and my old co-host, I feel like this interview would not have happened.
Wow.
And it wasn't like because of this, because we were staying on top of like, video games, movies, comic books, TV shows, sports, things like that. It wasn't more of a, let's interview people. Let's be basically the name in itself. Let's be literally incompetent nerds.
And actually is brought out in your
because it's like, we're nerds, but we're incompetent because the genres of what we speak about, it's whatever the hell we want it to be. At first, it started off as being more of a geek culture, and then it shifted off into something else. Everything always evolves. And when I'm done with my recordings, I don't listen to them anymore. If only there's something happened. For example, your girlfriend runs in, stormy, and start yelling at you because you didn't wash no dishes. I could go ahead and be like, you know what, bro? Check this out. Let's stop right there. I'm going to cut out that time block, and we're going to make it sound natural going on forward. We don't have to worry about that. Or I could be a total dick and be like, hey, bro, I'm leaving that shit in there. That shit was funny.
That was amazing.
Bro, this is amazing. I didn't know this interview was going to get this good.
This is great.
Fighting and everything.
Tell her to come back. Find a new reason.
Oh, man. But, I have seen some of your photos like on Facebook and stuff, since we're our friends on Facebook. I have seen like some photos of you doing doing shows. What are your highlights? Like, what are the highlights of the shows that you do?
Oh man, it's so many. I love it. Like, I love everything about it. But the highlights of my shows are more so when I get the crowd to actually sing the song. Like, I'm really big with crowd participation, and I think the best part of those shows is really when I can get you to sing that hook of that song with me, and you're really in tune. And it happens a lot. We went to a couple places. We even left and went to Atlanta, Illinois last year because we went on tour last year. Yeah. For my project, as well as another artist that's a part of the team with me and my producer, CC Dior. We went to Lansing, and I was able to have people sing the songs, and they actually really received it pretty well. I was like, wow. And then the shows that I do here, and I'm like, all right, well, we're going to try it again. And I just kept doing it. And the more I kept doing it, and the more they kept interacting with it, I was like, yo, it's dope. It makes even the people that comes with me and see the people
You're a true
singing.
stage performer.
I mean, yeah, I have, man. I'm a ball of energy, man. Like
Oh,
I'm a
that I know.
ball of energy, man. I'm a fat man with ball of energy, man. I run around like I run in the crowd. I'll run in the crowd quick.
Yeah. How many times have I randomly just seen you and your crew just like for festivals or events that happen around the neighborhood, and you're just there chilling. Y'all just chilling with a sneaky ass bottle, just drinking. I come rolling up out of nowhere, and you're literally the life of the crew because everybody looks all dead, and you're just like, shut the fuck up. Come on, let's get high. Come on, we're gonna go get some drinks. We're gonna go fucking listen to this music and go have fun. Look, like remember recently they had that fucking Bears shit.
Oh man, I love when we had at Bears Festival, man.
Yeah,
That shit's
that
amazing.
Bears. Yeah, I literally was. I was on. I wasn't even gonna stay there. I was going somewhere, and I randomly ran into you and
David.
yeah, ran into both you
Yeah,
guys,
David.
and you guys were drinking. We're just like, you know what? I could talk with you guys for a bit.
That's how it all started. That Bears Festival, man. That's how what's going on right now happened because of we bumped in that day,
Oh yeah,
and it definitely came. It came to fruition, man.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
one
I
thing.
love
You
it.
are a ball of energy. This is one question I didn't ask nobody, and I should have. How do you prepare for a stage performance? For me personally, I get stage fright. You know me. I wear glasses. The only thing that helps me out is my blind ass takes off my glasses so I can't focus on nobody. So it feels like I'm talking to no one because I can't see no fucking body or their faces. So I just take off my glasses. And that's just like helps me out when I'm talking to people, whatever, or I'm on stage. But here's the difference. That's just me just talking. You're actually fucking performing. Like, what do you do? Do you sit in the backstage, drink some water, or fucking take a shot, or have a couple drinks? You know, like what is it that helps you get on that stage and don't feel that fright?
Believe it or not, I don't drink before I go on stage. I try to stay away from liquor my best before I go on stage,
Yeah.
due to the point of I have a lazy tongue when I when I start to drink, and some of the lyrics I have is not meant for you to be drinking. Like,
Cause it's
you
like,
need
yo,
to
did
be able
he
to
say that
move your
little
tongue.
though? I don't know, bro.
Right.
But the beat kind of covered it. Yeah, it kind of sounded like he just did a tongue twister right there.
Yeah, he fucked up. I know he did. Like, yo,
Boo! He's a phony.
he's Millie Vanilli. No, guys, it's all jokes. It's all jokes.
Oh my god.
No, but what I do is I really just I rap my songs over and over again
Yeah.
before I get to whatever I'm doing. I listen to my music because I don't want to mess up ever
You
while
don't
I'm on
wanna,
stage.
yeah, because that's a live performance. It's not like it's back in the studio. For example, you do fuck up in the studio. You're like, all right, come on, cut. Let's do it again. When you're on stage, it's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah. So what I do is I just listen to my music over and over again just to make sure I have it down, because that's the big thing. Like, I've seen people come out and forget their own words. I've seen people come out and don't even say their words.
Yeah.
Like, it's stuff like that that makes me like, okay, when I come out here and I see these people, I have to put on a show. Like, I have to give you a reason to pay attention to me. I was nervous the very first time I ever performed, which is crazy. My very first performance, it was a talent show.
Yeah.
I went to Clemente. You know, I went to Clemente, man.
Yeah, I
Mom used to
remember.
try to get your brother off and shit.
Motherfucking Wildcats over there.
Oh man,
Yeah,
were
fuck
we Wildcats?
Fuck the cat party. Y'all were just wild. I hate going over there to pick you guys up after school.
Oh, it was amazing. It was
Every fucking
amazing.
time. Hey, go pick up your brother. Okay, I'm overthinking. I'm just picking up my brother. Nope, I'm picking you up. I'm picking up the whole fucking team, the fucking baseball team, basketball team, or all y'all fuckheads being together. It's like, yo, I'm only supposed to do one trip. Now I'm doing 15.
Yeah.
The only lucky part
I used to love when Grandpa used to come and pick us all
Oh
up
my
in the
God.
van. Like,
Hey, the only lucky part with you was just like, hey, bro, you know I just live right next door. It's like, yeah, I know. You're fine. These three fucking assholes, no.
say, I parked my car. We walk across the street from each other. You
Yeah.
all right?
I remember my grandfather used to go pick you up with that, oh my God, that big ass. He, you know, he paid,
Van.
dude, hey, funny story. He only paid $200 for that van. And that bitch ran like a pro.
Dude, I paid $200 for my first car. You understand me? I don't see you denying that one. That's fact. And that shit ran like a champ. He had that shit for a while.
He did. He's shit. He all this shit. He slept in that bitch. He went out in that bitch. He fucking drove you guys. I'm surprised. Well, my grandfather is kind of wild, so I'm like, I'm surprised you guys didn't drive him wild. It was vice versa. He drove you guys wild. You guys are, hey, can we hurry up and get out the car? Grandpa's driving me nuts.
Grandpa was. I love Grandpa, man. It's crazy. We stay in the same place now. Like,
Yeah. Oh
right
man.
downstairs, Grandpa. I love him, man. See him every day. No, but I'm sorry. We digress
We,
so
we
far.
we definitely did.
Uh, I just really I look in the mirror and just rap my stuff out. Like I'm
Yeah.
my own person. The first time I did that talent show, I was terrified because the whole crowd was there with the whole auditorium. It was big as shit.
Yeah, I know.
But I seen that they liked the music that I was pushing out. And
Yeah.
then I still tell you, even when I had myself together and I was doing, it was my music. This was coming from my brain, coming from my heart. I still felt that that music was trash. And it was. It was. But they liked it. And
Yeah.
to see that people liked something that I can give to you kind of gives me that thrill. Like at first, I used to go on with I get what people say butterflies in your stomach,
Oh yeah.
but the more I kept doing it, and the more that I seen people like the fact that I'm coming out with this much energy, and people telling me when I get off this stage and I'm done, and they're like, "Yo, you're one of the best ones out here." Like your energy, your everything. Like I've had that encounter happen many a times. I cannot say one show really I've had that I have not had at least one person tell me like, "Yo, you one of the best acts out here. Like your energy's crazy," and I'm like, "Yeah, hey, I love that." And I feed off that, so it makes it easier every night that I walk out there and I try to perform for people. The bigger the crowd, the better it is. It makes me look at it like it's more ears to listen to what I have. It's new people, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how I prepare. It's simple. And then when I'm done, I drink my ass off because I have a good time.
Of course. Of course. It's just like what do you, like it's like what do people do? Because I know from hearing like from other performers, just like hearing their stories, not the people interview. I wish I told them that, but from hearing like from other people, some folks will just smoke. Some folks will have a couple
Oh,
have
I definitely
drinks.
smoke. Oh, I
It's
smoke
like it's like
ass off.
what was it? No, but I do like about your what I do like about you is just like no, you hype yourself up, you make sure you don't fuck up, and you just recite the lines over and over again. So when you get on stage, you just start just destroying it, just making you make sure you killed the crowd.
Yes.
And
And every
I'm
show I take away, like I try to take away from every show. Like I try to pay attention to what's happening, what I'm doing, and stuff like that to make the next show better. So every day makes it easier. Every
yeah.
day.
What is your goal beyond making music?
Honestly, man, I really want to get I really want to give back. You know, I eventually want to be able to give back to the community, at least to my neighborhood. Give more. Like it's like you see now, like it's nothing like when we were kids. Like it's
Oh
so
yeah,
many bars and it's everything that no kid can do really anything.
exactly.
Like and it's crazy because this happens in all neighborhoods from the worst neighborhoods to some of the best neighborhoods. It the prevention of things for kids to do, like it's crazy. We grew up, we went to the park all the time. It was
Yeah,
stores you can go to. It was penny candy stores over here. It was all types of stuff. We don't see none of that anymore. So now I'm like, I really want to be able to give back. Like I see some of these buildings be opening up. Like I've been working on like a little clothing line. I want to do a little something like that. You know, make sure I'm able to give back to the community. Yeah, it puts $1 in my pocket, but I want to make sure that it's affordable for people. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you come out in style. I wear my shit to every show. Every show. I have a shirt for every show that I go to. For every single I drop, I make a shirt, and I'm at the point now where we're about to actually try to launch Team Luck and try to get that off the ground since the music is doing okay, and try to get that going. But my main goal is really to give back, man. Like I want to be like no, I ain't gonna say that shit. That's kind of bad. But But I want to be able to do like certain shit, like be able to give out turkeys and shit like that. Like
Yeah,
my producer right now, he does shit like that, and I'm like, yeah, I want to be able to get into that and be able to do like coat drives and shit like that, and
yeah,
giving out turkeys and meals and stuff like that. Like my grandmother and my grandfather actually, they used to like pack meals and shit. Like they would go to this church and they would make all these meals and plates, and we would just ride around and we would give them out. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, and so it was kind of. I think it was always more so like I've always really wanted to help people, and I'm like, if I can do well with this music and be in the right position, I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to do that.
Exactly. No, I feel you. No, because like you were saying that growing up, this is my side too. I felt like we as kids we had like so many things that we could have done. But yeah, it's like you said, all the bars, the stores, like a lot of things changed in the neighborhood. Some of it for the good, some of it for the bad. Um, and I do see like kids in the neighborhood can't be kids no more. They can't. Like yeah, we had to deal with a bunch of other shit, gang
We
issues and
had
all this.
gangbangers.
We did have
we
gang
had,
bangers.
There ain't even gangbangers no more around. I mean, they
No, they
are
no.
still. Don't get me
That's one
wrong,
thing we had
but
to deal with. But now it's more like we can't go on the hunt for. Remember when we all knew that one store that did sell penny candies, and then that bitch closed until we find out there's another store on the other side of the neighborhood that had penny candies, and so we go
never
find
forget.
that one until they all started closing off. And it's like, yo, we can't even buy 4 fucking bags of chips for $1 no more. Now it's 3 for $1. Yo, what the fuck is going
Two
on?
for $1. It ain't three no more.
Yeah,
It's two for
now is not even $1. Now you just buy the fucking 129 bag. You can't even find the small bags anymore.
It's crazy.
But it
I
was,
never Penny Candy, Ben Franklin's. I know you remember that store.
oh my god.
Never. That was the first store we had right there around the corner in the hood.
Yep.
And then you had Ziggy's all the way over there on what was that on Wrightwood going towards Cos. But
Yes.
man, like
What was no? Remember the one right there near? It was near Logandale. George and
oh, about the one that was right there on the corner. It's still there too. Matter
no,
of fact,
no, not
it's
that
right
one.
there by-
It
Which one?
it's a Puerto Rican. It's a Puerto Rican joint now, or a Cuban joint. It was right there. It's on George and fucking Kedzie. It was on that corner. It used to
Nope.
remember. It used to be dude. It used to be your little corner store. They had penny. They had all kinds of penny candy, from pennies to nickels, dimes, quarters. All that was there. I remember going there in the morning or even at in the after school. That was the joint, and then till that one went out the window, and then we started going to the one on Wrightwood heading towards Cos. We started going to that one. Then that one closed down. Then when we started going to the other one, it was like they was slowly closing down. We were like, yo.
No, you know what?
Well,
Believe
I'm
it or
gonna
not, I
spend my
think
Easter
Ziggy's
money.
is still open, dude. Like, I know they don't do half the shit they did with the
No,
kids, but I believe Ziggy's is still open to this day. Like,
I had to check. I haven't been around like after a while. After we couldn't start finding some of these spots, or all these spots started raising up the prices. It was like, what's the point?
yeah, that's why I'm like, none of these spots really do any. Like, I know Ziggy definitely don't do half of the shit they did when we were kids.
Oh hell no.
They definitely don't. I remember getting caught in Ziggy's for stealing a can of pop.
Oh
Yo, I was
man,
so scared. Yo, I was a kid, so like, niggas, like,
dude, I used to walk.
motherfuckers was on some bogus shit when we was kids.
Dude, we were bogus as hell. We used to walk. I remember we used to walk out of motherfucking JJ's with what the fuck was the can? The mints, violets.
I ain't gonna lie, I still walk at the JJ's and shit. No.
Calm down, bro. They sponsoring the show. I'm just kidding.
look, look. It's all jokes, people.
Now, when we were a kid, man, we were a rowdy bunch too. I remember going into JJ. I remember going to JJ's and trying to be real sneaky sometimes. And there was a couple times like, "Hey, what you doing? Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm just looking
Had
for
somebody
something for
go
this
talk to
dollar."
him or some shit. Good times, man.
Oh man, the shit we did when we were kids. Yeah. Let's keep this going. Do you feel personally, is it easier or harder to make music than it was 20 years ago?
Honestly, I feel like it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Um, just with all the avenues that you have now.
Yeah.
Back then, it was really tough. Like 20 years ago, I would say shit. I'm not even old enough to be like 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I would have been fucking 7. So, uh, but even just coming up, even when I was like actually started rapping, like really rapping at like 16, like I finally touched back down. It it was a lot of you could get on. It was just a lot through like A&Rs and labels and stuff like that. Like right now, you can just do like a distribution deal with a
Yeah.
label and be fine. Like you really don't need labels too much. It's just your consistency. Me and my producer talk about this every time. It's really your consistency and you putting out visuals for your work. That's all you really need. The internet is everything, man.
Yeah.
It's everything now, which makes music so much easier to make, and it makes it so much easier to dish out. So I would definitely say it's easier now.
Yeah. I was I would agree with you with that statement. For the fact with internet and you could go ahead and create a beat right now on your phone. It's like you have all these the technology had changed the game so much that I feel like every day I have Apple Music and I always go to like what's new and everything. I feel like every day I'm finding a new artist that I never heard of before, and that was because they started off on SoundCloud or
Oh yes.
fucking Tumblr, or they were on Instagram with like 30-second songs or whatever. It's like a lot of these people are becoming internet famous are just blowing the fuck up.
Oh yeah, you'll find it very easy. Very easy. Like every day. Like I have Apple Music as well. Actually, that's the only thing that I have. I need to get other things, but Apple Music's my everything.
Yeah.
I have it as well. Every day I go up there and see like, oh, what's new?
Yo, I can't hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, please just give me one moment as we fix this technical difficulty. I guess he was using his laptop mic and not his mic to his Bluetooth headset.
Can you hear me?
Were you talking as you were walking away?
Yeah, I went to go grab something.
Yeah. When you listen to this, I'm gonna keep that in there because all I heard was yeah. So it's like, yo, he's walking away from me. Just going.
No. Okay, let's revamp. What was that question?
Oh man, it was just the fact that I feel like nowadays, because since I do listen to Apple Music, every time I go for like For You, I think it is, and it shows me like the newest shit, not For You, basically what's new, like the top 100, whatever. I always see like somebody new. I like people I never heard before, and it's like, when the hell did you spawn up? Like, where the hell you come out of? And I check, like, I look them up, and it's like, oh, this guy was a SoundCloud rapper. This one was a YouTuber. This one,
Oh yeah.
had made like audio clips on Instagram, like, and then look at them now. They're just blew
Yes.
the hell up.
It's really like I say, internet is everything, everything, man. Like I definitely see a lot of people the same way because, like I said before, Apple Music's my everything. I listen to everything on Apple Music, so I see new artists every day on there, and it's because it's easy to actually get your music up now. Like
Yeah,
it's so many like third parties to the it's third parties, it's mainstream places that you can get your music to, and it's mainly like you could pay monthly or yearly. Like I can't give my secret out, guys, but
I think a couple of these people know. Uh,
yeah, quite a
in
few
order,
people should know. You better know because this is the most amazing trick ever for anybody. Like when you definitely want your music to hit mainstream and stuff like that, mainstream sites like Apple Music and Tidal and stuff like that. Like you can go to these third parties
oh
and
yeah,
yeah, actually put your stuff out there, but you having to pay certain fees. Like when I first started, I looked into doing a contract with Apple. As far as like doing the first steps and stuff, and I see how much money it took. Like that's another thing people don't understand. This music stuff, it takes money.
yes,
Like it takes money, and if you ain't got enough money or you can't budget, it's not gonna be good.
no, definitely.
So The internet makes that so much great for so many new artists to come out. Yeah, you're right. I agree with that. Every day it's a new artist out.
Yeah. I know about the money portion with the podcast. I pay that shit yearly, and it's like every time my year comes up, it's like,
Do I
uh,
want to?
half the time it's like, you know what? Fuck this podcast.
I'll wait. Like, let me
Yeah.
just.
But no, I keep pushing forward. It's like this is something I really enjoy doing, so it's like, why not?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Oh damn. And before we close out, good sir, why should the people listen to you?
I say you should listen to me off of the strength of I give you real music. I spit everything from the heart. It's real stories. It's stuff you go through. I've learned that if you don't live, you don't have nothing to really talk about. And I take all of my stuff that I've lived through and things that people have been around me. I even tell other people's stories. If you want me to tell your story, I even tell other people's stories.
Yeah.
But I'm a generous. I'm a nice guy, man. I'm a nice guy, and I do try to make sure my music is up to par for people. You know, like just for you to listen to it and be like, hey, this is actually good. Like you can tell he put his work in.
Yeah.
So I definitely tried. I think that's why people should listen to me for the most part. I put my work in. You can see it in the work. And I'm a great people person, man.
You're a ball of energy, that's for sure.
Yes.
I try to be all the time.
All right, look, where can they find you?
You can find me at it's_luck 24K on Instagram, on Twitter. If you go on Facebook, you find the page. It's just It's Luck, plain, just like that. It's Luck. You find me everywhere. Like I say, it's _luck 24K. Twitter and Instagram all the time. No, I love those two places.
Oh,
Mainly Instagram. You'll catch me on Instagram a lot. I'm always on Instagram.
and on Apple Music? Are you on Apple Music as well?
Yes, on Apple Music. I'm on Apple Music, Tidal. I'm on a lot of the mainstream things. If you go on Apple Music, you can always type in Luck El Maestro Act 1 or Act 2, and you'll find both of the projects that's up there. We definitely got more that's coming on the way. We're actually about to get ready to release a promo video too, like a little snippet of something that I'm about to actually drop for an up and coming album. Henry, by the way, I'll send it to you when I'm done. When we're done with this, I'll send you the little bit that I do have.
Cool. Just to make it easy on the folks, I'll definitely add the links below. So no, just wanted you to go ahead and verbally say, where they can find you.
Definitely. Like I
Definitely
said.
add the links below. Our links will be below too for any new listeners or anybody that you can follow Incompetent Nerds and we stop with Instagram. Why do a podcast need an Instagram when all they do is just voice? But you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and of course Podbean, where we release our stuff. We're also on Google Play podcasts and podcasts on iTunes as well. So variety areas. All the links will be down below. Other than that, good sir, is there anything you'd like to close out with?
Hey man, y'all tune in to my homie shit, man. This shit is fun. It's fun. I definitely like to come back here, man.
Hey.
Y'all tune in, but also I have a project coming out, by the way, with a fellow mate that you also know, Tank. We got Tony Cash and myself. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
The Tony?
Oh yes.
The Tony.
Lip.
Oh my fucking Lord.
You know exactly.
Hey.
Hey, don't put that in this podcast. He gonna be mad as hell. Like, no, you didn't.
Damn, I gotta edit that. Okay, I'll edit this part out. All right.
No, yeah, but the Tony. No, keep it. It was funny. Fuck it.
Okay.
No, I got something coming out with him soon. He actually has another project coming out, so we're gonna try to branch that out. But my main album, my first complete album, will be dropping very soon. I can't give a date. I haven't put a date on it yet. But we got a project with him. I got some singles dropping off of that album, though, just to give everybody a sneak peek. They'll get to see a couple tracks off of that. I probably release like 2 or 3 tracks off of that actual album. So I got a couple things coming up in the making. Plus, we're going to New York, getting ready to go to New York. So, New York, if you're listening, we'll be there May 16th to May 18th. I got 2 shows out there to do, so it's a lot of stuff.
All right, sounds good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was my guy Luck. We've been childhood friends, and we'll catch y'all later on the flip side. Peace.